You had win after win after win. And you knock out Snatch Game out of the park again. So you end up with 5 main challenge wins. You have 3 lip sync for your legacy wins, and you are sending girls home. And I know that that can be a big toll. It also puts a target on your back. And, you can also, I'm sure in your head, are thinking about like, oh, am I risking friendships with people or potential things like that? You get to episode 6. You end up having your girl group challenge. You have your angsty DeLa. And the moment that just went around the world, it was the shock of the shocks. I don't know if you know this, but you ended up pulling out a lipstick that had your name on it, DeLa.
What?
Yes.
That is great television. Let me tell you, I wish I'd seen it.
This is the easiest choice that I have had to make this entire season. I'm going home.
What?
Yeah, no, it happened. It's true. It's one of really, I think one of my finer moments in life that I am very proud of. It was, the whole experience of being on All Stars, it unfolded and sort of revealed itself to me in this very interesting way where I just never expected. I went in, when you're in All Stars, you're going up against the best of the best. I went in with the attitude that I could go home first. Anyone could go home first. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to give it what I got, but, we'll just see. I certainly was not expecting to break multiple records, and it was amazing, obviously. But I couldn't believe how well actually I was doing. But of course, there was that flip side where it's like, well, now I have to do exactly the thing that was the reason I thought about not doing this at all. And so that lipstick moment was really just this wild moment that comes so infrequently in life that, like I mentioned, where you see a clear path and you don't wonder. And it was suddenly clarified and crystallized in my head that, whoa, there is no way, whatever happens next, I have proven myself in a really amazing way. I had more challenge wins than had been, gleaned by a single contestant in the past, and a few other records. But it was a thing where it was like, I proved this to myself, and I've shown people what I can do. And, since then I've been producing, writing, directing, produced international tours, just produced a film, and it's amazing what can happen when you just decide that nobody else is going to be allowed to set your rules for you. And I think that's what drag is about. Drag is about making up your own rules. It's about not letting other people tell you what success means. Think again, like a decade ago, just being a drag queen was against the rules. Nobody thought you should do it. And nobody would view you as, nobody thought that you could make a career as a drag queen and anything else. And we did it anyway. That's what drag's about. It's about doing it because your intuition says it's the right thing to do.
Do you think you would have won if you would have stayed in?
Yes, of course I would have. That's the thing. I couldn't have done what I did if I weren't already set up to win. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't have been a viable option if I wasn't just in the sort of like clear winner position. And that's not to discount anybody else's performance or accomplishments. It was just sort of, mathematically where it stood. And so that's kind of why I got to do what I did. And, it's funny because people ask me about that all the time. And I'm like, yeah, were you watching?
No, I do have a question that a lot of people did want to know. Did you actually have a verse written for Kitty Girl?
I didn't. Oh my gosh. Well, all of those challenges, I mean, it's quick turnaround. I don't even think people understand how much of a race Drag Race really is. I mean, all the content you're creating, anything you're writing, costumes you're making, it really all is just like down to the wire. And so really there's no, there's no lead time. So no, I never did. And now that you mention it, I've actually never even thought about what my Kitty Girl verse would have been. I was just ready for a nap at that point.